Hey guys, it's your girl Lakia Maria. Welcome to another video here on the channel and welcome to another day of Vlogmas. I hope that you all are doing well. Today's video is going to be a review of a Hobonichi Weeks dupe that I found on Amazon. So this is the time of year where everyone is figuring out their planner style. What are they going to be using in the new year? And I thought I had my lineup all together, but then I came across this planner and I'm swapping out my functional planner for this one for a variety of reasons, which we'll get into. So let's talk specs, pricing, how does it compare in contrast to the Hobonichi Weeks, and then I'm going to give my pros and cons. As with all reviews here on the channel, all opinions are my own. Let's get right into it. So yes, I was not joking when I said I found this on Amazon, and the price point, you guys, $9.99. $9.99. Not to say that the Hobonichi Weeks is expensive, it's in the $20 range, but if you're looking to try out that style of planner on a cost-effective scale, of course you can get, some grid paper and create the format yourself. But if you're looking for something more structured and already preset that is similar to that, nearly identical, this is a great option. So the size is 3.7 inches by 7 inches. The colors include, I have the blue, but there's also a gray, a hunter green, and red. It is undated, and the layout features 12 monthly spreads, 52 weekly spreads, 2 ribbon bookmarks, cream colored paper. The grid size on the pages are 5mm, and there are 4 blank notes pages in the back. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. So you just have this gray on the front and the back. If you chose to add a little pocket here, you can do that. Then there's the traditional name page. Then there's the year plan. This is great to put appointments, which is what I'm going to be using it for. Appointments, events, even birthdays. Then we get into the monthly. I've already started using this. Here's the month plan. So you have this grid sidebar and then the monthly and then the numbers 1 through 12 at the top to highlight the month that you're in. And all the months are grouped together. And then you get into the weekly layout. Again, I've started using this. So you get into the weekly layout and you have that signature Hobonichi style of having your days of the week over here. It's like a horizontal layout, and then you have this grid space over here. So typically how I see people use it is that they have sectioned this off similar to how it is here. They'll put a line and have this blocked off, but then also duplicate it on the other side. I've seen some use this just as note pages, as a to-do. How I'm going to be using it is that I'm going to be keeping my to-do list on one side. That was the whole point of me having my previous system, which was a notebook. It just wasn't small enough to bring it with me on the go. So that's why I love this size. And I was thinking, I don't put to-dos in on a daily basis. I have a running to-do list. So how am I going to make this side work for me? One of the things that I've been wanting to do is write in gratitude daily or even an affirmation. So that's what I'm going to be using this side for. And then if there's those days where I actually do have things on a particular day, which would be like a meeting or something, or putting my work schedule in, if it fluctuates from my typical schedule, then I can put that over here as well. I would be able to fit both. So I have that function, but also wanting to have it to put in that gratitude or affirmation. I didn't want to start a whole new planner, even though I have notebooks. I'm trying to consolidate and streamline my system as much as possible. So this is going to be perfect for that, and we'll see how it works out. But having that space for my to-do list is perfect. And then anything that I want to film, I can put it on a sticky note, and what's great about it is you literally just, can move it from week to week if you have those projects that are ongoing. I don't keep any YouTube notes inside of my personal planner, but when I'm in my office and I want to see what it is that I need to film, or if I want to write down any type of idea. Of course I can log into my phone, but it's just still something all about pen and paper. So being that this is my to-dos, this is what works best for me, and actually writing it down separate from my actual content creating planner. Then as you can see, all the weeks here, all the weeks, they're all grouped together. And then at the very end, here are those blank pages. That same type of sticky note format. You could just leave some sticky notes back here and write in what it is that you need. And as you don't need them anymore, you can dispose of them. You don't have to write directly on the pages. That's one way to maximize the space, because there's not a lot of notes pages back here. So if you're looking to just have notes and reference, put some sticky notes back here, and as you don't need them anymore, take them out and put new ones. So that's that. In comparison to the Hobonichi Weeks itself, one thing that is different, as I noted, is the price. The Hobonichi Weeks, I think there's different ones. I think there's a Mega, and I think there's like a Techo or something. I have the links in the description box, but the pricing is like in the $20 up range, whereas this one is only 10 bucks for that same type of effect. The Hobonichi has more colors available. Now, one thing that's also different in the Hobonichi is that the notes section, not the notes section, there are more notes pages in the Hobonichi Weeks, but the monthly section is shorter. So this right here would not exist. So that's actually one thing I like over this planner, is that you have this larger monthly space, because in the Hobonichi Weeks, it is cut a little bit shorter, and there's like the grid space. You still have that sidebar, but there's grid space there. Also, the Hobonichi Weeks is dated. This is undated. And the paper is thinner, which I know for some people is an issue when it comes to the Hobonichi Weeks. Now let's talk pros and cons. The pros for me is that this is easy to bring on the go. That's why I switched to this size. I'm hoping that this all works out the way that it's programmed in my head. I'm feeling that it will, but I wanted to be able to put it in my everyday purse, which is this one from H&M. Another thing that I really like about it is that the layout works great for me to be able to combine two things that I was looking for another solution to put like my gratitude and all that, but this is, I'm able to combine it together. So this is going to be plenty of space, and honestly and truly, if I wanted to put sticky notes and put to-dos over here, if I had a busy week, I could do that. I have the flexibility to do that, so I can keep up with the events, appointment schedules, etc. without having to put it in my to-do list. I have that to be able to put it on a particular day. Now for the cons, it has no tabs. It does have the two bookmarks. This one has black and maroon. So it does have the bookmarks, which is nice, but there are no tabs. I also don't like that the weeks are not connected to the months, but that's not really a con for me now that I'm thinking about it, because if there's a particular week that I don't want to plan, I can just go on to the next week and think nothing of it, being that it is undated. So that's actually a pro. That's actually a con. That's really a pro. Now, another thing that I really don't like is that the calendar has a Monday start. So what I went and did was I whited it out. I put Sunday through Saturday because that's the calendar that I like best. And then I took these stickers from Crafting by the Pound, and I took some washi tape from Hobby Lobby. I don't plan on putting any stickers in here, but the washi tape, this made this pop aside from just putting it on the page. So I do like that. And I did the same thing for December. I just put my bills in here and my paydays and as they came about, because I'm really focused on my finances. This one thing that I am super hyper focused on. So I don't keep notifications in my phone, and all of my stuff is digital, but I have put that here and it's working out for me. And I'm hoping that it continues to work out. And then I mark my paydays, and then I just have the month over here. So for each of these months, I am going to have to go and white this out and fix it, but that's not really anything major. Some people might like the Monday start, but for me that is that's more of a personal con. And then another thing is that there is some shadowing, as you can see, and there's smudging. I use a Sharpie S gel. I haven't been using any other pen. So this is, it's nothing, I mean, like in comparison, because to me the Hobonichi Weeks paper is similar to that of a Stalogy, and that paper is pretty thin and there was shadowing. But this is like not gonna rip, and it's just a little bit of shadowing. And yes, it's cream colored, and I do use Tombow whiteout in here. I don't really care about that. I'm more about function and making this work for me, and I don't care about the whiteout and all that stuff. Overall, I would 10 out of 10 highly recommend this planner if you are looking into trying out that Hobonichi Week style, or if you are looking for something that is not as structured but still gives you direction when it comes to planning. And I call this a semi-structured planner, one, because it's undated, but also because there's the weekly structure over here, but then you have this grid space to do whatever it is that you want to do with it. So I highly recommend. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to check out all the links in the description box for anything that I've mentioned throughout this video, plus links to related videos and so much more. If you are not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And for all of you that are, I thank you. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.